The first jury verdict, 21 CR 2782, people of the state of Colorado.
On October 12th, more than 4 years after Elijah McClain's death,
We, the jury, find the defendant, Randy Roedema, guilty of criminally negligent homicide.
Hey, stop right there.
12 Adams County residents delivered the first guilty verdict in the case. Randy Roedema was one of 3 officers who stopped and restrained McClain after a 911 caller reported he was wearing a mask and seemed sketchy. McClain wasn't doing anything wrong. He died after that struggle, and after 2 paramedics gave him a sedative.
There really is no data that supports a typical sentence for criminally negligent homicide.
9 News legal analyst Scott Robinson says the penalty for that charge ranges from probation to as many as 6 years in prison.
Every case is different based on the facts that resulted in the death of the victim.
The jury also found Roedema guilty of third-degree assault. The penalty there? Probation or up to 2 years in jail.
Weighing heavily in Roedema's favor is the absence of any prior criminal history. And the fact that he, at least in theory, dedicated his life to law enforcement until this incident.
I wasn't trying to do that.
That's Roedema holding McClain down.
Ow.
And that's him slamming a handcuffed McClain to the ground.
On the other hand, there's going to be a strong push from the prosecution for jail time, if not prison time.
On Friday afternoon, Roedema is scheduled to find out in the same courtroom where he was convicted. What happens Friday may give us some insight into what's coming for the paramedics who gave McClain the sedative ketamine. Both were also convicted of criminally negligent homicide, and one was also found guilty of second-degree assault. They are set to be sentenced in early March. Kim?
Yeah, and that case ended just right as we hit the holidays, so I think a lot of people missed that verdict and are wondering, like you said, this will kind of be the bar.
This will be the bar. The paramedic convicted of second-degree assault faces up to 16 years in prison, so that charge alone could dramatically alter his sentence.
All right, thank you. Kevin, we know you'll continue to follow